Welcome to the board of Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana Regional Council of Governments, or OKI for short. OKI is tasked with the extraordinary responsibility of coordinating, planning, and investing in transportation projects across the entire region, including Hamilton, Butler, Warren, and Claremont counties in Ohio, Boone, Kenton, and Campbell counties in Kentucky, and Dearborn County in Indiana. OKI is both a Metropolitan Planning Organization and a Council of Governments. These two functions each give OKI different roles in improving the region. As a Metropolitan Planning Organization, or MPO, OKI coordinates and approves federal funding for all surface transportation projects in the region. As a Council of Governments, OKI serves as the region-wide planner, which covers not only transportation, but regional planning, air quality, water quality, and other issues. The common thread throughout all of this work is coordination, cooperation, and communication. Our work crosses the boundaries of cities, townships, villages, counties, and states because so do people. When you use the streets, roads, bridges, buses, trails, sidewalks, and all the things you rely on in your daily life, you're probably not thinking too much about which jurisdiction you're in at that moment. But it's essential to coordinate the development and evolution of the region's transportation network beyond just the local level, which is where we come in. In fact, OKI is the only entity with the responsibility of administering federal funds across the nearly 200 local jurisdictions in the region. With the support of our board, OKI has guided the development and planning of the region's transportation network since 1964. That responsibility comprises any transportation investment, from the new interstates to bike paths and everything in between. There are 4 primary types of projects that OKI funds. Communities in the region seek funding from OKI for things like road improvements, bike and multi-use paths, emission reduction projects, and transit vehicles, among other things. These projects are funded by 4 main programs OKI oversees: the Surface Transportation Program, Transportation Alternatives Program, Congestion Mitigation and Air Quality, or the CMAQ program, and the 5310 program. Surface transportation grants fund roadway projects like roads, bridges, and public transportation. Transportation alternative grants fund bike and pedestrian projects like the multi-use paths. CMAQ grants support projects that reduce traffic and emissions in the area. And the 5310 program is dedicated to improving mobility options for senior citizens and people with disabilities. Each year, OKI awards anywhere from $40 to $80 million in support of local projects. As you'll see later, the return on investment to local communities is astonishing, even in the best of circumstances. Determining where to build, expand, or maintain a road, bridge, or path ends up being a complex task, one that OKI staff is uniquely prepared to tackle. Here's how it works. OKI uses its own unique, nationally recognized process to decide which projects in the region to fund. Local communities submit projects to OKI each year seeking federal funding. We then evaluate each submission based on factors like safety improvements, economic impact, reductions in emissions, impact on intended users, and project readiness, just to name a few. We work with each community to make sure their applications are as strong as possible. This process yields a recommended list of projects that go to the board for approval to plan for the region's future transportation network. The list lands in our short-range plan called the Transportation Improvement Plan, or TIP, which covers projects local communities intend to build in the next 4 years for a project to receive funding. Similarly, our team of planners, modeling experts, and data analysts develop a long-range plan of 25 years and updated every 4 years. A project must be consistent with the objectives of the long-range plan and then included in the TIP. These plans are meant to ensure that this funding meets the needs and priorities of the region by reaching the projects that are the most ready to do the most good. OKI's board is made up of more than 100 elected and appointed officials and representatives from all 8 counties in the region, covering nearly 200 jurisdictions. Each member represents a government agency, a community, or a partner organization from either the public or the private sector. Their cooperation across boundaries, across the political aisle, and even across rivers is what makes OKI an effective organization. For all its diversity, the OKI board really shines thanks to its record of consensus, which keeps important projects funded without disruption. On average, there's a single no vote among our board once every 10 years. And every member of the board has the same voting power to serve the region. In addition to our role in funding and planning transportation projects, we constantly communicate with local partners on issues like water quality, air quality, and transit management. Instead of telling local communities how they should deal with these issues, OKI serves as a source of knowledge and expertise to help them achieve each community's unique goals. We are also helping them plan for the future with new technologies set to change the way we get around. And whether you're a planner, an engineer, or just an interested citizen, you can find a plethora of tools that address these issues on OKI's website. Our transit, train, and traffic tools show you the relevant data and trends for each mode of transportation in the region. Our Water Resources Viewer is a tool for you to see how the region is managing its water assets. If you want to plant a tree, you can check out our Tree for Me Benefits Calculator to see what type is best to plant based on your location and its benefits. Or if you're just looking to take a kayak trip down the Ohio River, you can check out our Ohio River Guide. OKI is here to support local knowledge and decision-making that moves the region forward. As for OKI's funding, most of it comes from the federal government and a small portion from county governments in the region. Every year, each county in the region invests in OKI based on its population, which ensures that every community has an opportunity to benefit from OKI funds and support. Consider the fact that counties contribute about $700,000 annually to OKI, and in return, OKI invests $40 to $80 million back into these communities. That means each local dollar brings as much as $114 back to the community. In the grand scheme, our aim is to create a safe, fair, and vibrant transportation system. Such a system goes hand in hand with our efforts to improve air quality, water quality, and livability for everyone, all while growing the regional economy. OKI's board has a proud history of accomplishment in each of these areas which daily have an impact on people's lives. Welcome to that tradition as you make history at OKI.